Mouthpiece. Rinse it. All right, listen. Take your time. Don't rush. Keep that hand up. Remember, you know where that hand's supposed to be when you jab it. When you jab a hand, put your hand right in front of your face when you jab it, okay? All right. Stay loose, Duncan. Cut him off. Don't follow this guy around. Don't get hurt. Just work behind the jab.
Close your eyes and listen.
Find that spot and just bust him up. And shoot it.
You ain't take him to the body. But you got to get down there. You got to get there, okay? Let's back him up with that jab first, okay?
Use your jab. You got to keep backing him up. You got to keep backing him up. You moving back. Don't move back. Move forward.
Start fainting at him sometime, and then when he throw that right hand, just jump right on top of him.
Second solid.
All right?
Let's go.
Come on, baby. That was a good round, okay?
You could say that both fighters have good beards.
Yep, I didn't notice that the one Guinn had too. It's just not as noticeable.
Well, whoever wins the bout is likely to have a good beard because they are going to try to test each other's chins. Dokiwari's just a little slow with that right hand.
Yeah, but he's getting closer and closer to the target of each one.
Guinn lands a right hand lead of his own. Guinn may be a tiny bit outpowered early.
Yeah, but he expected that.
So he wants to be conscious of getting to the body every once in a while. Yeah. Try to take some of Dokiwari's starch away. Counter right landed for Dokiwari.
Yeah, he's shooting that right hand very freely. Seems like he doesn't have any fear of getting countered on anything. The fact that he hasn't been hit while he was throwing the punch is why he's shooting it so much. If Guinn would counter with something, it may make him hesitate and think about throwing it. But at this stage, Guinn is not returning anything.
Dokiwari is throwing a lot of looping punches. If Guinn is brave enough to step up and fire straight shots inside, he'll land them.
I think he's going to have to do something to get some respect because Dokiwari is shooting too many punches, and a guy that's a big, powerful guy shooting that much, just play the numbers game. Sooner or later,
there you go. Step
landing.
up inside and throw straight punches. You'll land them. Just like that. But it takes nerve because you're walking in against a bigger punch.
He's a dangerous man to come in, but he's going to have to do something. You can't let him keep shooting punches that freely.
There's the Guinn quickness.
Yep.
Let go, fellas. Let's go.
Has the capacity to get off before Dokiwari.
And usually going in the late rounds, the overly muscle guys usually start tiring and become a little slower. Good right hand.
Good right hand.
Yep. Yes.
And
he hurt Dokiwari big time with that right hand. Guinn with a perfect shot.
And Dokiwari did the right thing. He stayed in close and smothered him.
And another one by Guinn. Landing right hand leads now. First one was a perfect counter, then the right hand lead landed too. Now Dokiwari gets in a right hand, and Guinn is going to back up and be conscious of that again.
Yes, this is a tough fight for both of these guys.
Now this is what we came to see.
This is a seesaw battle within the rounds. Each fighter has his moments. Trying to throw that right hand right through Guinn's guard. And following up with some body pounding. Duncan Dokiwari.
Big guy, about 240 pounds, going right hands like that. Even though they may be defective,
this blood from somebody's eye. It's Dokiwari.
It's Dokiwari's left eye.
Bad cut.
Bad cut. And that could have come from one of Guinn's terrific right hands.
And it might have been a headbutt as well, Jim.
Could conceivably be. Dokiwari, another fighter who told us he's never been cut before.
Come on, man. Got a cut.
Right hand.
Cut. Yeah. Got a cut.
Well, they have a very good cut man in the corner over there, Jim Strickland, one of the top cut men in boxing.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, Strick. Yeah.
Where's my eye?
Okay, I got it.
Come on, Duncan. It's your world, Duncan.
And there's Jimmy Strickland going to work now on Duncan Dokiwari. Couldn't see him for a second.
Hey, you got to listen. It's easy work. You just can't get excited, okay? Duncan.
Jimmy's right up there with Al Gavin and Joe Souza among the very top people.
You don't want to let him tie up in the inside.
What's he putting in his eye?
Push him with that jab.
He's putting some type of illegal coagulant. You can't tell. There's about 2 or 3 of them. It could have been.
That was that first right-hand shot that hurt Dokiwari, and there's where Dokiwari smothered him and held on.
Now there was a collision, and it did. And
that would have been an accidental butt if that's what caused it. Larry Merchant has taken his headset off to try to find out what the ruling was. Referee Jimmy Santa in the ring. Former University of Maryland football player. Played on the same Terrapin team with Randy White.
Santa did not indicate that he thought that was a butt, so we have to assume that he believed it was by a legitimate punch, and that's how it will be counted.
Well, certainly Guinn landed sharp right hands that could have done it. Now Dokiwari lands a right hand and backs Guinn into a corner. Now our truck is telling us that it's unquestionable that the headbutt caused the cut. So this increases the urgency slightly for Dokiwari.
He's been fighting with pretty good intensity for the whole fight for the most part. Cut is worse than it's gotten, and if they don't stop it right away, it could be a big factor in this fight.
It would be a feather in Guinn's cap if he could knock out another considerably larger man, as he did against Grant.
Yeah, you know what's interesting, I think if they go to the scorecards, it goes who's ahead. If it stops before 4 rounds, Dokiwari may still have a chance to win it on a technical decision.
I'm impressed by Guinn. He seems to have gotten a lot of confidence since that victory over Grant, which informed him that he is a serious heavyweight, and he's fighting like one tonight.
Even though Grant fought so poorly that it was almost a gimme?
For him, it was a big deal. He had to have that experience before he believed in himself.
Hard right hand by Dokiwari. Guinn is buzzed by that. Dokiwari may not have realized at first how badly he hurt Guinn.
That was the first one. He shot a straight right hand. It looked like he jabbed to the body, or looked at the body, shot a straight one instead of shooting the club in right hand that he's been throwing earlier.
Now Guinn's okay as he establishes with a hard jab.
Yeah.
Dokiwari comes back and rips him with a left hook. Misses with the right, and Guinn lands his own left.
Guinn is fighting a very composed fight for a young guy at this stage right here.
Well, I think that's his biggest strength.
Very
He's an
composed.
extremely calm fighter.
Yes. Very economical with his punches, but they're precision punches when he do deliver.
Dokiwari releasing his hands to the body. Rips Guinn with another inside left hook. Right away when the round ends, we're going to get another look at the headbutt, which our truck says unquestionably caused Dokiwari's cut next to the left eye right there. This took place 2 rounds ago in the 2nd round, and boom.
That's a bad head collision.
Crack.
But you know, when you put a coagulant to stop a cut, Jim Strickland did something that was very good. He put the coagulant on, but he didn't put Vaseline over top of it. Because when he has to go back into this round, he's got to put some more on it. And if he has Vaseline in it, he wouldn't be able to get a second coating to go through. So it usually takes 2 to 3 rounds sometimes to really stop a cut properly.
You boxing style, okay? Boxing, take a round, just boxing with your hand right in front of your face, okay?
Part of it is just where and how to apply the pressure.
Pressure is very important. It's a bad cut.
Okay for now.
Okay.
Duncan worries cornerman telling him to fight this round with his hands high to protect that cut.
Talked about how efficient Dominick Guinn is. CompuBox numbers through round 3 show Dokiwari throwing twice as many punches as Guinn. They've landed about the same number. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. 2 rounds to 1, 29-28. Duncan Dokiwari. I thought he landed enough big right hands in rounds 1 and 3 to win those rounds. Dominick Guinn hurt him in the 2nd. Now let's put this cut thing into perspective. Referee Jim Santa, the only one allowed to make a call on this, said it was caused by a punch. If this fight gets stopped any time because of that cut, Dominick Guinn wins on a TKO. It does not go to the scorecards.
Speaking of which, I have Guinn ahead 2 rounds to 1.
Speaking of which, it's not that easy a fight to score.
Tough fight to score.
Well, the one thing we know who's the busier fighter, and that's been Dokiwari at this stage.
Well, perhaps aware that he's not built to go the distance in the same way that Guinn is. Dokiwari probably felt a sense of urgency about getting some damage applied in the first few rounds.
Yes. Well, he probably figured, too, that his size and strength would have been something that he could came out and just overpowered. Guinn has surprised a lot of people the way he's taken some pretty good right hands, too.
The upshot is that if either fighter is going to have something extra in the gas tank for the late rounds, it should be Dominick Guinn.
Yeah, he's fighting a much more conservative fight, and there's the scoring discrepancy between Larry and Harold lets you know that the fight is still up in the air, even though Guinn has not even thrown that many punches.
Dokiwari pounded Guinn twice on the belt. Santa was talking to Dokiwari about it, but made no motion regarding the two borderline low blows.